Good.
Good. How you guys doing? As you guys know, my name is Carlos Reynoso from FFL Tri-State.
Hi, Carlos.
How you guys doing?
Good.
How you guys doing in the back?
Good.
Come up. So welcome to the weekly bullpen meeting where we discuss numbers. We also train so we can encourage more agents to write business and make it easier for them. So we're going to kick it off with the numbers. The top agents, top 20 agents. Number 20. Wow, okay. Number 20, Len Del Guido, 8,412. Oh, one of our own, Stephen. Stephen Plur, 8,888. Number 18, Taylor Gomez, 8,986. Vidia Thomas, number 17, 9,203. Siamand Gaderi, number 16, 9,300. Andy Garcia, what's going on, Andy? Andy Garcia is number 15, 9,962. Keith McCready, 10,997. Matthew Borsch, number 13, 11,177. Number 12, Wayne Carr. What's going on, Wayne? Killing it. 11,084. Number 11, Stephanie Cover, 11,967. Number 10, Robert Richmond, 12,049. Kyrie, oh man, Kyrie. Number 9, 13,732. Number 8, Lisa Wallace, 15,335. This is new. Number 7, Steven Giordano. Even sounds bad, right? You say number 7, right? Always number 1. Steven Giordano, 17,137. He's probably building more his agency now. That's what it is. Yeah. Number 6, Danielle Byrne, 20,686. Top 5, David Pyle. David, what's going on, brother? Blessings to you. 21,562. Jeffrey Leone, 21,931. Mohammed, no names. Wow. Mohammed Roishuni, 25,487. Pamela Turner, number 2, 35,964. And everybody, you guys already know number 1. I mean, I think he's going to be there. He just got that number 1 position and he's just holding it. So Jonathan Persina, 38,590. Congratulations, everyone. Good. Top agencies. Top agencies. It's a new one. Jeff Boothie, FFL The Good Life, 8,024. Chimera Thompson, FFL Dynasty, 10,369. FFL Payer 4, Michael Lower, 11,346. FFL Wisdom, Strength, and Beauty, Carlos Reynoso, 13,281. Thank you. Jesse Parsley, FFL Avenues, 18,156. Gabriel Sin, FFL The Way, 18,480. Cindy City, FFL Service Before Self, 22,389. Stephanie Cover, FFL Insured Trust, 19,860. Alex Lebrilla, FFL Third Coast, 22,442. Jose Graxiran, what's going on, Jose? Killing it. FFL Momentum, 24,024. Mark Tirolia, FFL The Chosen Ones, 29,018. Wow, Mr. John Frank Doherty, one of our own, FFL Shoreline, 29,021. Coming for you, Frank. Coming for you next week. We'll see. FFL Legacy, Daniel Byrne, 35,054. FFL 320, Caleb Amoros, 38,327. Kyrie, man, killing it in everything. Kyrie Joyner, FFL Humble Beginnings, 44,125. David, also killing it everywhere, leading from the front, like as he should be. Great job, guys. David Pyle, FFA Great Lakes, 57,837. Wayne Carr, FFL Hidden Gems, 64,949. Steven Giordano, FFL Health and Wealth, 69,449. Jonathan Porcina, FFL Loyalty, 71,643. Rob Richman, FFL Apex, 127,466. Brian Mendehall, FFL Central, 193,513. And the man himself, Ivan Bedroff. What's going on, Ivan? Ivan, 327,642. Congratulations to all. Watch out. So I wanted to talk to a little bit because Christmas is around the corner.
You already hit these numbers?
I already hit the numbers, yeah.
Everything?
Yeah, I'm going to leave the first and ready for the end. Well,
Okay.
I'm going to go through that.
I want about 10 minutes real quick.
Okay,
and then
go
I'll give it right back to you. Is that cool?
You can take 15.
Oh, man, thank you so much. You're so generous around.
Giving.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Carlos, for reading those numbers. There's a couple things I wanted to go over that I'm seeing across the country, but some things that we want to implement really everywhere. So I've been traveling a lot. I've been seeing and meeting with different people, and one of the things that I'm seeing a lot of is the real domination of the instant internet leads, and I'm seeing a lot of, like, I don't know Jesse if he's tuning in or not, but Jesse just wrote one for $1,500 a month. Instant internet lead. So the difference between a file expense lead, a mortgage lead, and an internet lead is the fact that the internet lead is the one that said, I want life insurance. Like everyone else is kind of chiming in over a marketing term. And although you have to go through more people, when you sit down with someone, it's a home run. How many people are running those right now? Running instance. Okay. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Like, if I fill out an instant internet lead is like someone who ordered Chinese food. I mean, I get to the house, they're gonna take Chinese food. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or if you have a plumber, if I have a plumber come to my house, generally there's something wrong, right? I don't normally have a plumber come out unless there's something wrong. So if the plumber comes out and is professional, generally I'm gonna buy. Because something's wrong, that means if I don't buy, my problem's still my problem. And I have to wait another day and a half, 2 days for that person, a new person to come out and figure out if I can fix my problem. Life insurance is a problem, especially if they go out online and fill something out. So you have to start seeing it like you are the same vendor that you would desperately let in the house. If it's the middle of the summer and your AC goes down, they get carte blanche. I was talking to someone the other day, I can't remember who it was, but he was talking about like going in the house during this time period. And I'm like, okay, these same people that you're worried about, like them not letting you in their house, are the same people that if the cable goes out and they say they'll be there between 2 and 4, they're gonna wait. Same exact people. I said, what's the requirement, Carlos, for the cable guy to come in the house?
Mask.
Mask, that's it, right? Yeah. They got the mask, the requirements are finished.
Done.
So, because the need is what? I need my cable and my internet. Like now.
Yeah.
And no one messes around with the cable and the internet anymore.
Mm-mm.
That's like oxygen. You know, that's like losing your cell phone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the only requirement. The only requirement is that you're respectful about what's happening. And it's the same way they treat the HVAC guy, the plumber, the guy who's going to catch the rodent. You know what I'm saying? So don't overthink it. And that's when I think about instant internet life leads, I think about it in the same exact way. The instant internet life lead has their hand raised the highest that they want life insurance. And when I get in the house, it's about a done deal as long as I don't do anything to screw it up. Because generally when you go out there, they're going to take whatever you offer them. Because whether it's final expense, UL, if they want 100,000 plus, you'll probably go UL. Sometimes you'll go term with cash back. Sometimes you'll go FEX, depending on the health conditions, what have you. But when people come out, you don't walk into a final expense home typically and walk out with a $800 a month premium. You just usually do not, Shanae. But you can walk into a life insurance house and walk out with $1,000 a month premium because the needs are so vast. All they did was they went to the highway, the highway in outer space. They went to the internet. For them, that means what it means to you when you go to the internet. Put it out. Where is it coming? I know something's coming back. I just don't know where it's coming back from, Paul. So when it comes back, their need didn't shrink. They might have had a need for $500,000 at 65 years of age, and that need didn't go down because you showed up. Does that make sense? Where a final expense lead, it's not that I love final expense. It's my favorite. But we deal with a lot of the same stuff you deal with an FEX, no bank account, no this, no that. You're not dealing with that in instant in life. You're dealing with a similar no-show, but you have more leads to get the same thing. So if 100 leads equals $1,100 that you paid for, then you turn that into 10 grand, $15,000 because that's how it works. Then it makes sense. You are going through some stuff, but to me, there's not a more bountiful way to grow right now. You know, direct mail is becoming a dinosaur, and that's going to continue to happen on both sides, FEX and mortgage. Facebook leads, it is what it is. There's some limitations there as when you start saturation areas. And then the internet is still the internet. I mean, it's still the highway to success as far as the way we see the world right now. So I would just keep that at the top of mind. The thing we're going to do here in Jersey, so if you're streaming from in, I love you. This is for Jersey just for right now. And now to the end of the month, if you want to purchase instant internet leads, come to us. We'll buy them. We'll give you 50% off. You got to buy a minimum 100. So if you buy 100, you're basically spending $550, not $1,100. We'll do that from here till the end of the year. We just want to continue to drive sales, make sure you have leads on dial days, and make sure that you understand, like, for me, if it were me and I knew that 100 leads equals 10K, Paul, I'd have 100 leads every time I dial. I'm dialing 2 days a week. And even if 100 leads equals 5K, I make 10K off 200 leads. I don't know how to argue. I don't know what else to do. That's in a week. Maybe people are confused. But I don't know how else to do that. Does that make sense? So I know there's a lot of options out there. I know there's a lot of things you can do. But the way you're going to scale and grow and stay consistent is, now we just don't have a deficit of leads in New Jersey. We do not, which is a blessing. We have to take advantage of it. So we're going to match your purchase of 100 or more. I think with 100 you could do real damage. And we want to help you do damage. And it's the holidays. So why not feel good about what you're doing for your family around this time of the year and not being afraid to do what you want to do, just doing what you want to do. So I wanted to touch on that, Carlos. John, I'm going to hand it back to you guys in a second. But the other thing I'm seeing a lot of, for the people out there that are looking to build an agency, I'm seeing a lot of the men and women that are out there building it. They're understanding the power of it's funny, Carlos, this is my register, but Dave Witcher. Does everyone know who Dave Witcher is? All right, Dave Witcher is FFL Velocity. He's out of Roanoke, Virginia. So if you want a smaller location on the map, let's go to Roanoke. He built in 10 months an agency doing $1 million a month. So let me explain to you. He went from here to here in 10 months. That's I'm like, that's ridiculous. Okay. But a lot of people think this is by like osmosis. The way you build an agency, you spend money. Okay. So we were at Founders Day in Vegas on Saturday, and there's a couple that are selling a lot of life insurance. And Sean says to them, he goes, "How much money you got in your account?" They go, "300K. He goes, "Dave, how much do you have in your account?" Dave goes, $23,000. He goes right to the T, $679.13. People are like, $1 million a month, 300K. What's the deal here? And he goes, "I'm spending it all to get to the $1 million or $2 million a month." Now, here's what's interesting. Here's the rub. Dave's planning to get an integrity deal. They're planning to save money in their bank account. I'm not mad at anybody. Believe me. Whatever you came here for, I'm happy for you. I love you. I do. But there's a difference in what my man is doing. Yes, I understand this. This is what I understand. Bleeding the bank account to build a business. I don't understand this. I never saved every dime. I just don't know, because there's no growth. Now Dave has 5 employees, 3 recruiters. He's bringing in a lot of agents. So he built this huge business, and he'll definitely be signed by the summer. So now you're talking 16 months from production, bro, to an integrity partner. That's silly. Now, I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm just saying, I don't know who's streaming in. I don't know who's listening. I don't know who needs this. But there's 2 sides of this business, Haskell. There's selling, there's building. There's both. We're trying to help people do both. People that are selling, they're going to make money. We're happy for them. We got tons of producers that have been with us for years that just sell. We're happy for them. But I just think that the people that are looking to build something need to understand this concept. He's not saving his way to financial freedom. He's spending his way to financial freedom. What does that mean? These 5 employees aren't free. His office spaces are free. The ads he gets on Indeed aren't free. His Facebook ads aren't free. His travel cost isn't free. His leads aren't free spending. There's stuff to spend on that directly affect the bottom line if we look at it. So if you're streaming in, or if you're here and you want more information on this is how businesses are built. So if you have questions about this or anything you want to talk about, let us know. But I'm not mad at this couple, believe me. $300,000 is life-changing in your account. They sell a lot. So, and they're building too, so they're building it. But if they thought this way, they'd be building it a lot faster. Meaning, like, if it were me, I could easily spend $150 this today. It wouldn't go out of my account today, but all the preparations would start equaling 12 and a half a month, easy. Maybe 20 a month, easy. Why? Because it's going somewhere. I need to bring in some help. They got to get paid. We got to, like, when we couldn't pay benefits, when we couldn't pay, ask Tiff. We didn't have paid vacation 4 or 5 years ago. Alexa, paid vacation. I mean, yeah, the paid amount of days y'all get off now is crazy talk. I'm just saying, like, we built something. We were broke, bro. Like, there was no money. Paid vacation. I was like, Tiff, make sure your phone's always on. Like, where are you going? That's like, we just had to build it. So as we could do more, we did. I remember bringing a 401k guy in and saying, hey, guys, we're going to do a 401k for you. I remember bringing in, and it's just, here's the benefits. And I remember those milestones, but it didn't start that way. It looked more like this. So for the men and women out there, if you're streaming in and you're seeing this, like, these sales are, who's this? John, $37,000 in a week. We need $11,000 in a week. When you see these numbers, no one needs $11,000 in a week to live, unless John, unless I'm missing some data. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people's bills that I survey are between $4,000 and $6,000 a month. Most people. So if you want to live high on the hog and spend an extra $2,000 a month, that's 8 G's. That's $100K a year to live. And then The rest is like, what are we doing with it, Paul? I mean, because there's a lot of things to do. So let's be honest. I mean, we could upgrade our lifestyle. We get new cars, new whips, new kicks, new watches, new jewelry. But does any of that going to do anything in the short term? You know what I'm saying? It's just not. So I put that out to you. I did want to share. I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's happening out there. People are winning, and even people that you read today that are starting to make these sacrifices, Carlos, and starting to see this. You know, it's hard when you come from a certain place and you're used to that lifestyle or whatever, and then you want to change your thinking. So I'm going to pass this back to you guys. I appreciate all you do. This thing's cranking. If there's any questions, just stream in, let us know. Okay, cool. So take it over, big dog. Give Carlos a round of applause, please.
Thank you. That was good, Mark. Okay. That was good, right, guys?
Yes.
Eye opening, right?
Yeah.
We had a meeting, private meeting in Florida, and they talk about integrity, man, and it's just amazing. Just, you know, what they got going, and, you know, all the stuff that are happening. It's just great, man. Let's go into the numbers, and we're gonna go into some training. Let's talk a little bit first about the holiday schedule, how we should handle it. Because I see a lot of people that are, before we get into the numbers, I see a lot of people that are getting comfortable, I'll say. This is the fourth quarter. I'll say that it's a 2-minute warning, right, John? What do you think?
Absolutely.
2-minute warning. We should not be applying for best couch potato. I think we should, you know, go full blast, full throttle, and just go, you know, full speed ahead. I think a good schedule is this week, just run it as usual. Dial today, dial for Tuesday, Wednesday, dial Thursday for Saturdays, for Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, because Christmas comes and ain't nobody want to do anything. Nobody wants you at home. Nobody wants anything. Nobody wants to do with you. So that's why you got to maximize on these days that you have now. For next week, come to the office. We're open. Come Monday, or any office nationwide that you could attend. Down Monday for Tuesday, Wednesday. The 24th is a Thursday. That's Christmas Eve. Guess what? Dial Christmas Eve. Do not dial for Christmas, because ain't nobody gonna do anything with you that day. But dial on the 24th, which is Christmas Eve. Dial Thursday. Come early to the office or any office nationwide, and dial for the 26th and 27th. So that you're gonna dial for Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Good. Then you're gonna come back Monday, which is the 28th, and you're gonna dial for the 29th and the 30th, which is Tuesday, Wednesday. You guys got it? Guess what you're gonna do? Guess what you're gonna do on the 31st? We're gonna dial. We're gonna dial on the 31st. People are probably, you know, hangover from partying that 31st that day. So try to make the schedule for, you know, later on during the day on that 1st and 2nd. Okay, and then it's business as usual. You guys got it? You guys got that? Yeah. Got it. Any questions on that?
Remember, people are home next week.
Correct.
People are home.
Correct. So we spoke about the holiday schedule. Any questions on that? Please let us know, and we're here to help. Okay. Let's talk about a little bit about the phones, about how to handle the phones. Holidays are here. A lot of people are getting shell shock per se. I hear a lot of people when they call somebody and they sound like they're reading something from a script. Doesn't flow natural. I was telling John Marcel, I love the way he dials the phone. It's just a sight to see. He's very relaxed, very comfortable. He's not reading from a paper. He's just being himself, being natural, relaxed. Whatever you got to do to relax, if you want to, listen to a song first, say a prayer, whatever you got to do, but do not sound like a telemarketer or a salesperson. Grab the phone and just be relaxed. Ask the person after you introduce yourself, how are they doing? That let them know that they're not talking to a machine. They know that you care about them. You want to know how they're doing, and tell them why you're calling for. Make the schedule. Remind them. I always say 2 to 3 times that time that you guys set for that schedule. If it's 10 a.m. Saturday, listen. So I'm going to see you 10 a.m. Saturday. Am I parking in the street? Or doing a lot of people, let's say in Florida, which I go all the time. Do I need a code to enter because it's gated communities? But if it's here in Jersey, am I parking in the street or you have a driveway? Well, no, listen, I have a driveway, but there's a lot of parking in the street. And go back to, okay, so 10 a.m., I'm going to be there. Please put on the calendar so you won't forget. So just remind them, just pound it in. A lot of people also they give them a code. I don't like doing that, but whoever does it, great for them. That's good. I'm not knocking that. But just remind the person to be there, so you won't have a lot of no shows, especially now that it's the holidays. So be comfortable, be relaxed, be yourself. Learn from people. If you have any questions, you have a whole bunch of agents here that you can ask. You can call anybody. People got my number. People got John's number, John Small's number, anybody's number. Ask. Come to the office. Learn. Listen. Good. Come to the office. The way to learn is by coming to the office. I remember when I was when I first started, I was horrible on the phones. And I remember this annoying guy just come to me. Nah, that's wrong. His name is John Small. He was just telling me, nah, that's wrong. And I was like, man, who's this guy, man? Like, what's going on? But I knew that he meant well. So I was like, and then later on, he was like, man, that's getting better. So now like I said, I soak it in from everybody, from, John Small, John Marcella, Braid. When I get the chance of talking to, in a meeting to Steve Giordano, listen, if you want to do great on this business, you got to learn from great people. Even for people that are doing wrong, you want to learn from them, not to do that. You know what I mean? So if you can learn a lot from somebody that's just doing horrible in the business, believe it or not, don't put them down. Just ask them, what are they doing? So not to do that. And if somebody's doing great, like John Marcella, then ask him, like, John, what is your schedule like? What are you doing? What are you saying on the phone? What are you doing in the home? Like I always said, I tweaked a lot of things that I do in home because of John. Now I let them sell me. I go in the house and I'm like, first of all, what are we doing? We're doing pound. Do I need the mask? I got that from him. And once I sit down, I go. I try to dictate the pace. Once you go into the house, they always want to try to steer you to the couch. Try to go to the kitchen where there's a table and you guys got control of the conversation. The couch is just too comfortable. People may have the TV on. If they do have it on, don't be afraid. Listen, can you turn it off for just a quick, just a quick second? I want you to, to know what you're getting, and I want you to get the full effect of this, the value of it. We sit down, and I do a John.
What's up?
I tell him, what am I doing here? Why did you sign this? Why did you send this to us? I just want to know why, so I know that we're on the same page. Well, you're gonna get a couple of answers. Either they didn't understand what they were doing, or they want to protect their family. Listen, I want to protect my family, or I have insurance, but I just want more. And now you know where to navigate the conversation towards. Okay. On the phone, let's go back to the phone, and also even in person, match the intensity of that person. If that person is being very intense, you match and try to bring them down to that medium. Okay. Same thing. If the person is being overly aggressive at the house, like they just want a price, calm down. Don't be afraid of me. When I first started, I was just afraid to lose a sale. I mean, anything that I could get my hands on, I just wanted it. I just was very scared. No. You got it. You there for a service. They call you into the house. They sent the lead. So listen, relax. I'm just going to ask you some questions, but we need, if you don't have time now, I can come back later. But if you do, then I ask you to, just let me do my job. Let's sit down. Let me go through the questions. Let me evaluate what I got here, and then I can, I can get to where you want me to be at. Okay? Is that okay? All right. And like Mark said, go get me a glass of water and let's get this done. That's it. That's pretty much it for now. Let's go into the numbers. Me, 10 appointments. We always have the name. We always got how many appointments you scheduled for that week, how many people you actually sat with, how many people you closed, and how many applications you did. The applications sometimes can be more than the closest, because you could close several family members at the house. And then the premium, okay? The annual premium. So me, 10, 7, 3 closes, 3 applications for 3,306. That was just 2 days of work. No cap out. I was in Florida for a meeting, a business meeting. So also here you could see that I'm tightening my appointment with my sits. A couple of weeks ago, I said that mine was disproportionate because my appointments and my sits weren't aligning. You always want to have 2 or 3 people that they just gonna blow you off. They're not gonna show up or whatever. But this shouldn't be a 10 and a 5 or a 10 and a 3. That's just you not tightening it up well on the phones. You should be asking a person that is very good on the phones what are they doing, so you can get better on the phones. So this is actually a good ratio. I'm happy about that. Out of 7, I closed 3. Kind of half. That's a good closing ratio. 3 apps, 3,000. That's not so good for the week. Doing better this week, though. James Vines, 26 appointments, 8 sits, 4,736. This is exactly what I was talking about. What's happening to me? That's absolutely a disproportion here. There's something is going on there that the phone script is nowhere it should be. James, you can always come talk to me. You can always talk to John Marcella, John Small, and we can definitely help you in that. John Small, 7, 3, 2, 3. So John, what John did here is sat down with 3, closed 2, and in a home, I guess he closed multiple people. Is that correct?
Husband and wife, yeah.
Husband and wife. So that's why he got more apps than closes. 3,223. That's good. That's actually very good. Vanina Banana. My girl. 21 appointments. 13, 8, 11,808. I'm not mad at that. If she would have tightened this up a little bit more, can you imagine that those 11 would have been an easy 20? Easy. Stephen P. 12, 7, 4, 5, 6,628. Whew! The big mountain himself right here. John Masella. 27, 18, 13, 16, 36,000. Whew. 114. That's amazing, John. Thank congratulations, John. Congratulations. Wow. Pito. 13, 10, 5, 7, 6,848. I'm sorry, 6,848. We always trying to go. James Vine did great, scheduling 26 appointments. John Marcel did fantastic with 27. That's where we should be, people. 25 to 30 appointments every week, no less than that. I know the holidays are coming. Nothing changes. It's business as usual. But I want to congratulate some first-time writers. Khadiji P, Hussein H, Reginald V. Give me 1 second. What's this right here? Smajit.
Smajit, yeah.
Smajit P, Nick V, Jose T, Taurus W, Raquel M, Gustavo J, Kayla R, Jose B, Angelo S, Eric R, Carlos R, that's not me. Kiamberia T, Paul J, Christopher M, Rydell M, Jomar J, Max Alexander, Jocelyn, Shawana G, and Jonathan R, first-time writers. Congratulations, guys. Give them a round. I'm going to bring my man, John Marcella here. He's going to talk to you about some subjects, some more training, okay? Thank you. Good.
Thanks, Carlos.
Thank you.
What's up, everybody? So many things I want to touch on right now, but I think first and foremost, I definitely want to touch on what I did to get to this number. This is not me. This is more like Steve, Jonathan, but this can be anybody. You know, I mean, I just put myself in a position to win last week when I went to the Ben Salem office, got there at 8 o'clock, just dialed the phone, and I just made appointments. My mentality was, it's Christmas time, so I know that people are going to forget about me. So what I did was, for I think one Saturday, I made like 12 or 13 appointments for that Saturday. I mean, obviously, you're not going to sit down with 12, 13 people in a day.
Correct.
But I just knew that there was going to be a bunch of people that are going to fall off the earth. So I just put myself in a position to sit down. It just so happened that Saturday, we had a ridiculous rainstorm. The majority of the people were home, so there was a lot of people I couldn't get to. So when you're booking 12 appointments in a day and you're sitting down with like 8 of those people, you know, I think I did like 17,000, 18,000 that one day. And then when you talk to Mark and he's like, great, it's a $40,000 a week. It gives you a little bit more motivation because you get that kick in the behind. But, you know, again, just putting yourself in a position to win goes a long way. So that was the only reason why I had a really good week, which is something that we just need to do a lot more of. You know, another thing is the mentality of the business, especially now during the holidays. You know, I've been in this business since 2007. I've been licensed since 2010. And I say this all the time, from 2010 to 2018, I was all over the place. I was with different uplines, working here. And just did it the wrong way. And when I just decided to go all in with FFL, it just changed my mindset. It actually changed my lifestyle. You know, one of the reasons why I took a 2-week sabbatical is because I just bought a house, something that I couldn't do years ago. So, you know, again, having the mindset in this business of thinking big is going to go a long way. And you just got to break down the business. I mean, how many people in here think, and be honest, how many people in here think they could write $500,000 in business a year? Okay. For you guys out there, play along. If you think you could write $5,000 in a year, raise your hands. How many people in here think they could write $3,000 in a half a week?
In a half a week?
Half a week.
Absolutely.
3-day period. Raise your hands. Come on, man. No? When you break down the numbers, you know, I always resort to the movie Creed. You know, when he says, one step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time. Same thing in this business. It's like one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time. And if you break it down where you're doing $3,000 in business, like you make your appointments when you go into your office on Monday, you book your appointments for Tuesday and Wednesday. There's no way you can't come out of those 3 days making $3,000. So if you break that down times 2 and then times 10 and then times 12, it equals $480,000 a year if you just simplify things. Like, I speak to a lot of agents throughout the week. I hear a lot of agents, and you know, some people just talk too much. You just keep it simple. Hey, my name is John. I'm calling about this insurance you sent over to us. What's up? Oh, yeah. And then you get right into it. So I just think that a lot of people like to overthink things, and that kind of ruins the sale. Whereas opposed to what you said before, one of my favorite things is when I go in a house, is I sit down, I drop my shoulders, and I'm like, what's up? You know, what am I doing here? You know, how many of these mortgage leads did you get in the mail? They're going to say what? Oh, I got like 10. I got like 5, 10. It's always a crazy, they just keep sending. I got 2 more in the mail today. How many did you send back? Because that's what's important. Oh, I sent back 2, or I sent back 3, or I only sent back 1. Well, I'm the guy who got this. You don't need to send in anymore. And we all know why we're there. You know, we're there because they need our help. They want protection. But I think why I do what I do, like, why am I here? Deep down inside, I know why I'm here, but I just need to hear Carlos. I need to hear Small. I need to hear you people say, I'm here because in the event that I die, I want to make sure my spouse is taken care of. So when they hear themselves say, you're here because I need you to help me protect them in case I die. This way, at the end of that meeting, you know, they are your best friend at that moment because they're helping you. But when you give them options, and the options are, you know, there's 2 ways. I'll attack the mortgage, then I'll attack the final expense. When you attack the mortgage leads and the mortgage insurance protection is like $300, $400 a month, they're like, whoa. You know, they're not your friend anymore. And they, you know, they want to just like, all right, you know what? So you got to just try to break them down and put them in a situation where they feel comfortable with the dollar amount they're spending and the protection. On final expense, you know, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, if you walk into a house where the lady's like 70 years old and, you know, you tell her, hey, it's going to be $60 a month, $90 a month, $120, whatever it is. Like, why not simplify it and say, hey, Carlos, if you go this route, it's going to cost you $1 a day or $2 a day. Right? It's $60 a month, as opposed to, you know, if you do it for, I think it was Andrew Taylor who said that, which it's like, I don't know what word I'm looking for. He's a genius, you know, because when you simplify it, it's like, dude, you're saving $2 a day. It's a Wawa coffee, 20 ounce, 24 ounce. You know, it's like, $2 a day versus $60 a month, $3 a day versus $90 a month. There's a big difference on how people think and how people act to that. So mentality in this business definitely goes a long way, because I'm a little bit more thick-skinned because I have kids. I was married to the same woman twice. I know what it's like for people to tell me no. But some people can't handle rejection. Some people get nervous when they're on the phone, or there's still a lot of you that come into the office and are very timid when they're on the phone. Like, hey, this is your, like, just pour it out there. Like, nobody's judging you. We're all here to help you. That was one thing I wanted to talk about. Another thing I wanted to talk about is some of you agents that do call me. Really no other way to say this, but don't drop applications just to drop applications. Don't submit business when you know it's going to be bad business. Like, if oh man, is that snow? Damn. Snow and I don't match, just so you know. It's like Superman and Kryptonite. I had a 2-hour drive home. But anyway, what was I?
Many apps.
Yeah, don't submit bad apps, man. Don't just say, all right, Mutual of Omaha declined it. Let me go here. Why did they decline it? Break it down. See what's going on there. And you guys know who you are. Not you, Steve. But you guys know who you are out there. Just don't submit bad business, because it's a reflect on you. You don't want that consistency of issue paid business at the end of the year to be low. But if you're not sure, I always say call the carrier. Obviously it's hard to talk to Amerigo, but I'm here. People are here around you. You have managers. Call people, call the carrier, and find out if that's something that you should do. Breaking down. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about, which is big. Don't be afraid to ask people for policies in the house. I'm like 50-50 on this, but sometimes I want to get into other policies. Sometimes I don't want to get into it. Sometimes I feel like if I get into it, then it becomes too complicated for them. But sometimes in certain situations, you really need them to break out a policy, especially when you tell them, okay, I'm going to give you a $200,000 policy. It's this much money. Nah, I already got insurance. All right, so like I asked you before, why am I here? Whether it's extra protection. And I say that because this weekend, I sat down with somebody and she's like, I got a policy. I'm like, okay, how much are you paying a month? She's like, I'm paying $110 a month. It's a $300,000 policy. I'm like, okay, when's it end? Oh, it doesn't. It's a whole life policy. I'm like, $110 a month, whole life. Like, yeah, let's see that bad boy right now. She's like, nah, and I fought her, and I'm like, no, let's get that policy out right now, because this is what I do. So, I'm not saying you're wrong. So, of course, she takes out the policy. I break it down. I says, oh, you're absolutely right. This is a whole life policy. It goes to age 95. I said, but are you okay with your premium going from, and I did the calculation. I said, are you okay with your premium going from $110 to $367 a month? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, turn the policy around. And I says, all right, this is basically what we call the deck page. Everything you need to know about your policy is here. So here's the breakdown. Right now, you're paying this much. Yes. So for the first 10 years of the policy, and right away, she was just like, you could see she focused right on the number that was out of place. It was like 3 digits for 10 years. And then it just got, I'm like, yeah, that's going to be your annual premium. When you divide that by 12, that's how much you're getting. She goes, he didn't tell me that. I'm like,
Of course not.
yeah, he told you that it was going to stay with you for as long as you live. I said, I'm not here for this. We're gonna put this off to the side. She says, oh no, I'm gonna cancel that. I'm like, okay. So then what I did was, we're gonna take that $110, we're gonna apply it to this, plus what you're already doing, and we're gonna get you that much more insurance, and we're gonna get you that much more protection. And of course, she went into an MU, a MU IUL, and came back approved, so good job on me. That's all I really wanted to touch on, just the mindset of the business. And also, I know there are a lot of agents who are out there thinking the grass is greener on the other side. And had a conversation with Leslie over the weekend. It's my girl, and you know, there's just a lot of agents out there who are just, you know, not working, or they think the grass is greener on the other side. I mean, listen, you could roll the hard way, you could roll the easy way. Take it from me. I've been in the business. I've been licensed in 2010. I was with various uplines. I even tried captive agencies where you walk in and they're like, yeah, we're the best. You know, we got the household name. And then, you know, their training programs are a joke. And yeah, we got leads. And then they give you a list of leads. You know what? Let me not get into that. I'm just going to leave it as the grass isn't greener on the other side. You know, especially when they give you leads that are very stale, and they're giving you like 35, 45% commissions as opposed to what you can get here. And, you know, the reason why I ended up in trouble in this business is because I was with uplines that just didn't provide the training that we give you on a day-by-day basis. I mean, chances are you can tune into Facebook, Serve the People, or any FFL group during the week, whether it's 4 a.m, 8 a.m, 12 o'clock, and there's always some sort of training video going on. Always. You don't get that with other uplines. You don't get the lead flow that FFL puts into the system, especially now being supported and being backed by Integrity. We have everything in our fingertips to win. So, you know, I did it. I failed at it, ended up on welfare, got myself out of that, came to FFL full time, not looking back now. Like I said, I mean, that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm just doing it. So for all you new agents that are trying to find your way, like I said, just get in an office, start there. You know, I see people who were here months ago that sound so much better than they did 2 months ago. That's all I can think of now. Carlos, you want to close this out, man?
Yeah, we'll close it out. Good, man. So in short, or in closing, just business as usual. Holidays are here. Merry Christmas to all. We are having a Christmas gathering here at the office for you guys that want to come. So come, enjoy with us, dial with us, because it's going to be also a training dial party, etc., etc., etc. Merry Christmas to all. Thank you for always tuning in. Thank you for, you guys have any questions? Let me see.
Yeah, there is one more question. Just first time writers, make sure you report to Leslie every week.
Okay. First time writers, make sure you guys please report to Leslie every week. And thank you for tuning in, and see you guys soon, okay? Peace.